Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to the Winning Brand Podcast today. I'm your host, JC McGee. It's always a pleasure to come back week after week to bring you your weekly dose of business nuggets. Today, I have a duo. I know, the first time ever, and I'm so excited about it. That's right, everyone. Steve and Annette Economides.
There you go.
Our New York Times best-selling authors, parents of 5 grown children, family finance experts, and media personalities. They are passionate about living the frugal lifestyle and sharing the fun and freedom they've experienced. They've authored 3 books: America's Cheapest Family Gets You Right on the Money, Cut Your Grocery Bill in Half, and The MoneySmart Family System, Teaching Financial Independence to Children of Every Age. Steve and Annette's enthusiasm about household finances has earned them appearances on Good Morning America, Today Show, Dr. Phil, CNN, Fox News, 2020, Nightline, Yahoo Finance, People Magazine, and many more. Not only do they teach families how to find the best deals possible, but they help small businesses, bloggers, and authors to get media exposure for free. Yes, free 99. So you guys know I'm super eager to dive into because of my new minimalistic lifestyle. So let's jump in. Hello, Steve and Annette. How are you guys?
Hi, Chase. We're glad to be here.
Yep, it's going to be a fun time.
It is. Thank you so much for joining me. So, Annette, tell us a little about you guys and your family.
Well, you did allude to, we have 5 kids. They're all grown now. And when we did a lot of our media appearances, they were on TV with us. And we have 3 sons and 2 daughters. And it was a blast. And they still bring friends home, and they still come here to eat. And we have a good time with them. So they're still in our lives. And
when we started our business, our youngest was 9 years old.
Right.
And our oldest was 21. And they learned and watched as we got free media exposure for our business and watched the brand grow. And they actually helped us run the business. And some of them did data entry. Others helped us fulfill orders.
Right.
It was a family effort. Now it's just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to do.
It is. Woo!
Yeah, because your free labor is gone.
Exactly.
How awesome. So, Annette, how did you come to start your own business writing a frugal newsletter?
Okay, well, we were always frugal. Like from day one when we got married, we just didn't have a lot of money. And I think we probably qualified for government assistance and didn't even know it. But we decided from day one, we were going to live with a budget. We were going to figure out how to do everything in cash and stretch our money until it begged for mercy.
So Annette did that.
And so, yeah, so we did. But we always had this passion about living frugal, and all of our friends were constantly peppering us with questions. How are you doing this? What are you doing? We wrote a few articles for different, very small publications, and people loved it.
So I was working as a graphic design account exec. And so I was making decent money, and that was taking care of our kids, teaching them at home, homeschooled our kids, which seems crazy.
It is crazy.
She did more in a day than most people do in a year. I mean, just
right.
So she was really working hard. And we started writing these articles, and we were also volunteer budget coaches at our church. And we were running a ministry with 17 other people. We were supervising that, helping people get out of debt, helping them figure out how to manage their finances. And we started writing about some of the experiences we had and sharing stories anonymously about people that had really gotten their act together and managed their finances. And about 2001, after 9/11 happened, I had a job go away and started another job as a marketing director. And we just had this idea that we would start writing to help other people across the country. And there was a woman named Amy Decision who used to write a thing called the Tightwad Gazette. And so we looked at her business model. It was a print newsletter, no website, but she did media. And we started to follow that path. We actually wrote her a letter, asked her some questions. She never responded to us, which, you know, she had 100,000 subscribers at one time, and then she retired. So there was this gaping hole in the frugality movement at that time, and we thought we could fill it.
We could jump in. And we started local, which our course talks about, how you just start small, you start local, and then it expanded from there. And we started our business in 2003, and within a year, we were on national TV, and we can tell you step by step how to do that. But the cool thing is now I am working. The kids are grown. We're empty nesters, and I am working with the business full time. And so this is something we do together.
Right.
And so we understand the challenges of people that have to juggle a lot of balls. We have a large property that we have to maintain and a big house, and we just juggle a lot of balls.
And we have our website that gets thousands and thousands of visitors a day, and we have our books to sell. We sometimes go around the country speaking. We've kind of slowed that down because speaking is a lot of work. But we're running a business. We've always been profitable, and we've always ran our business with a budget, and we have a small advertising budget, but we don't ever pay for media.
Right. But one thing I want to say is we started a frugal newsletter in print in 2003, and then it emerged, and now it's digital. And we'll get you that link, but people can sign up for our free email newsletter that goes out twice a month, and it's moneysmartfamily.com/email newsletter.
Right.
So that's available to everybody if you want some tips on frugal living.
And we're definitely going to get to that because that is awesome advice. But hang on a second. So Steve, I want to know, how did you end up getting 20 interviews in your first year of business without a PR firm or an expensive advertising budget?
I don't know. So, you know, basically it was desperation. And they say that necessity is the mother of invention. And so because I'd grown up or worked 25 years in the advertising business, and some of my clients were people like Motorola, Intel, big hospitals, rental service corporations, large companies, I saw their PR departments, and I saw them send press releases out, and we did media, press conferences and things like that. And I thought, okay, well, that's the way you do it. So I wrote up a press release, and I sent it out to every TV station and every newspaper in our city, and I got the most amazing response.
Crickets.
It didn't work. It just didn't work. So we believe that for entrepreneurs, small businesses, authors, bloggers, that the guerrilla marketing effort is really going to be to build relationships.
Yes.
And it's not hard to do if you understand what the PR people, what the media people want.
Right. And making contacts, phone calls was, so, you know, if you start local, it's easier to get a hold of local people, easier than you think.
Right. So what I did is I put together a press kit.
Honing your pitch is really important. You need to know what you're all about.
Right. So I put together, number one, a list of the media I wanted to go after. And I was a little bit intimidated because, you know, my first effort had failed completely. So I said, you know, if I'm gonna try making phone calls to people and try and get appointments, I'm gonna start with the smallest newspaper I can find. So I found one in our area that got, maybe about 10,000 subscribers. And it's called the North Valley Independent or something like that, Scottsdale Independent.
Right.
And I I drove to their office, walked in their office and tried to talk to the editor, got an appointment with her, handed her our press kit that had some samples of our newsletter. And about a week later, they sent a reporter out to our house. And the reporter, I just figured, you know, these reporters are going to ask us questions and it's going to be great. And so she wrote this article that made absolutely no sense. Didn't drive any traffic to our website.
Because it was a small newspaper, this probably was like her first job. And so after that, we were like, okay, we need to go into interviews with an idea of what we want to communicate.
Right. So that's rule number one. If you're going to pitch, You need to know exactly what your messaging is. So we came up with a pitch.
And which times of year are the best year?
And our pitch was, for a family of 7, we feed our family of 7 for $350 a month. We don't use credit cards. We pay cash for our cars. We paid off our first home in 9 years, and we take vacations without debt. Are you interested in doing an interview? And we would get people, your kid, how many, you're blowing my mind. You don't use credit cards. Are you just off the boat?
One of the local news anchors said that he was coming up here for a story one time. He did a lot of stories on us, Bram. And as he was leaving the office to come up here, some of his colleagues said, "Are they normal?" And he said, "They are surprisingly normal."
Mm-hmm. So what we did, we started pitching, and I pitched the small newspaper and blew it. So then we went to another paper that had about 50,000 subscribers, and we hit pay dirt with them. It took me probably about 5 phone calls to get a hold of the editor who was in charge of Life and Leisure. And she sent a reporter out, and that was Sam Middlestead. And
it was a great article.
He wrote a killer article, but we gave him our pitch. 5 kids, $350 a month, pay cash for cars, vacations, house paid off in 9 years. We knew our messaging, and he took it and ran with it. That article, 2 months later, got syndicated into 50 markets. We got buckets of mail.
Hundreds of pieces of mail. This was before digital was as popular as it is now.
Wow.
So we didn't stop there, though. That was cool. Then we went on to the statewide newspaper that had 1 million subscribers. And I went down to the headquarters. I met with a reporter and handed him my press kit, gave him my pitch. And what I realized is, as we started meeting with people, we were making it easy for them to do their job. Let me say that again. Make it easy for them to do their job. If you make it easy for them, they are going to write about you.
And our course is going to talk about how to set up a press kit on your website and all the things you need to be prepared to make it easy for a reporter.
So I sat down with this guy, Bram, and actually took one of our kids with us. If you have kids, they help sell. They're just cute. Anyway, so I met with him, and next thing we knew, he was writing an article about us in the newspaper. It's called the Money Minute. And then he invited us to be on TV. So that was within 3 months of launching our business. We've got a syndicated newspaper column, a statewide newspaper article, and a TV spot. And
it was NBC morning show. Yeah. It was very early in the morning. But he said to us after we had worked with him for a while, he said, "You're going to be on National Today Show someday.
So remember me when you go on the Today Show."
I'm like, "We are not." He's like, "You are," and we did.
So the article that got syndicated, we started getting requests from NPR. We got requests from other newspapers, from magazines, from radio programs. It went crazy. So the rule there is good media produces more media. You need to be ready to give them what they want. So we did the 20 interviews, and then I decided in February the next year, so we just passed the year mark, to try and reach out to Good Morning America. And I looked all over the internet for names of producers, Good Morning America producer or something like that. And in our course, we found secrets for how to find them, but I didn't know. So I called the switchboard in New York City and asked for the name of this person. And they said, "Nope, she doesn't work here." And they hung up on me.
Now, the way we did this many years ago, it doesn't happen anymore.
It could.
It does, but it doesn't.
It shouldn't have happened then. So the next day I had the name of a different producer. I called up, and I said, "Is so-and-so available?" And the gal said, "Honey, she doesn't work here anymore, but let me connect you with somebody."
With Claire.
No, she didn't say Claire. She said, "Let me connect you with somebody." And so the next thing I know, this producer's on the phone, associate producer, and she says, I give her our pitch, family of 7, $350 a month for food, pay cash for our cars, cash for our vacations, paid our home off in 9 years. And she goes, "Well, send me a pitch letter." And there was dead silence on the phone because I had no clue what a pitch letter was. So I said, "Claire, can you tell me what that is?" She said, "Send me 4 or 5 bullet points like you just did, and send me links to any articles, because I'm going to go into a producers meeting with all the producers from the show, and I'm going to pitch you as a story." So you realize that these national shows, once you've done local media, they will take a risk on you if you have
Some of
a
them.
pitch letter. Yeah, but they won't touch you unless you have some experience. So
there's some national shows that won't touch you unless you have national show experience.
Other national experience.
So it all feeds into each other.
Right. Gotcha. So we got a phone call the next day. It was a Tuesday. We were on a field trip with our kids, and they said, we'd like you in New York next Monday to do the Good Morning America show. And that's how
it was less than a week.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Oh my God. So what was the result of that appearance?
Well, normally our website, and we measured this, when we did the first newspaper article.
We didn't even know to call the web host.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, did we?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So the first time we did that first newspaper article that was a bomb, our website was getting 5 to 10 visitors a day, didn't change at all. When the regional newspaper article ran, we started getting 300 to 500 people a day. So it really took off. When we did the local TV show, we got 700 people. That was 50,000 reach. Good Morning America reached 5 million people. I knew our website was going to be crushed. So I called GoDaddy, they're our host, and I said, I need more bandwidth for this show. And I talked to a marketing person there, and they said, hey, no problem. We'll give you unlimited bandwidth as long as you mention us on Good Morning America.
And we're like, we can't do that.
I can't promise you that, but I said, give me some T-shirts and a hat.
Uh-oh.
We're low budget.
Technical difficulties.
Anyway, so I wore a Good Morning
GoDaddy shirt for shooting the B-roll.
We shot the B-roll. And they gave us bandwidth, and we ended up with, watch this now, we went from maximum of 700 visitors a day. We had 11,000 visitors to our website in one day, and that traffic didn't slow down for about 5 days.
Wow,
yeah,
that is amazing. So let's back up a little bit. So Steve, why do you think free PR is better than paid advertising?
Because it's free.
No.
I mean, think about that. Okay, so if you were to buy a radio ad, you need to buy a package, and it would cost you money, and you'd only get 30 seconds. So number one, free media is more enduring. You get 3 to 5 minutes, and they'd always tell us 3 to 5, and we would get 7 to 9. If you're a good story,
a short one would be 6. Yeah. They'd be like, well, we can't give you. We only give the president 5 minutes. Fine, give us 3. We'd be on there for 6. Yeah,
it's so funny. If you're enthusiastic, they give you more time. So number one, you get a longer message. I mean, look at this: 30 seconds versus 6 minutes. That's huge. Okay. Number two, you are editorial content, not advertising, so it gives you more credibility. You are much more believable if you're not an ad, and you get to speak your piece. You get to be a human, and you get to tell your story. And telling stories, huge credibility, huge believability, and it's an enduring message. Print, when we got an article written about us in Good Housekeeping magazine, we only had like 500 words in there. We got mail and visitors to our website for 6 years. Pass around on magazines endures. And even though magazine advertising has gone down and magazines have kind of changed, getting an article in a magazine, we've been in Real Simple, we've been in, Women's World, National Enquirer, all of those things just add traffic.
Plus we've been in some foreign, we've gone international. Oh, yeah, I've been in some foreign magazines.
So three things: greater credibility, longer message, and enduring messages. And that's why I believe free PR is way better than paid advertising.
That is awesome. So how can people connect with you guys to learn more about, your course and getting free media?
Well, we got a couple ways. We're going to give you some links, but we have, they can go to MoneySmartFamily.com, and we have a blog called How to Get Free Media. And it's a great blog. It kind of covers what we talked about today. At the end of the blog, there's a couple of links. They can learn about the free media course there, or they can sign up for our free email challenge. And the challenge is going to give them 6 emails where you'll learn about how to pitch. You'll hear more of our stories. We'll give you examples of how we pitch different media. And you get to write to us and tell us what you're looking for. And we'll respond to help you start honing your craft. And it's really a great way. So that's the 2 ways you can get a hold of us.
That's awesome, because we have a lot of our listeners that are, working with a zero budget, and so this will definitely help. And I really, wanted them to come on, guys, because I wanted them, just like we've been, talking about how to market on a zero budget and really how to do things for free. You don't have to pay for every single thing in your business just because it'll make you legit. No, you are hearing it right here. They're telling you how they did this for free, and they've been on major platforms. So like, what's next for you guys? What's in the works outside of the course? Do you have anything you're cooking up?
Yeah, we're talking about at this point more e-courses. We've got a side hustle going by hosting owner-occupied Airbnb, and love that. So I think I'm going to create an e-course for that. It's a serious. People should consider that as
a great way to earn good income, and we meet people
if you've got an extra room. It's crazy. And then a cookbook. People have been begging me for a cookbook. And so I'm probably I've got lots of recipes on the website, but, and my recipes are really tasty and good, but not expensive or gourmet or anything.
So when we got married, we've only been married a couple of years.
It'll be 37 this year.
So Annette.
Wow, congratulations.
She's only 30. Can you believe it? So Annette knew how to boil water and scramble eggs. Now she can cook more than 100 different recipes. And so we have a lot of those on our website. And she isn't this gourmet cook. The stuff she makes is really good, but it's fast and it's inexpensive. And we eat things like lamb. We have marinated chicken tonight.
Greek chicken.
But she has all these recipes. We have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and search for MoneySmart Family. We've got like 25,000 subscribers and more than 5 million views on our YouTube channel.
Right.
And we share all kinds of tips there on how to save money, how to earn money.
Our YouTube channel at this point gets 70 to 100,000 views a month at this point.
Amazing.
So it's big. And YouTube keeps promoting like this one video.
How America's Cheapest Family got started.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we've got our hands in a lot of pots, and we're trying to keep a lot of things up and spinning and running, and maybe some more books down the line. We're just not sure.
You guys are busy for empty nesters. Yeah. So what can one expect to find inside the course? I know you mentioned the press kit, pitch letters, and how important it is to build a relationship. So for those that are kind of like on the fence and they're like really unsure, what can they find in the course? What pieces can you pull out to entice them?
That's perfect. We do have an info sheet on our website that describes what each module has. There's 6 modules and a bonus module on SEO, because that's something else that I do on websites for lots of people. But like in the first module, you're going to learn the value of having a press kit and what kind of press kit you should have and what it should include. And that's critical to your success, because that's going to make it easy for the media to use you. We're going to help you build a hit list of media. So I'm going to ask you some questions about who you want to go after, what your target market is, and help you find ways to find those people.
What time of year is best? Like, say, I know this is probably not for a lot of your folks out there, but I'm just going to give this example. Say you are a landscape company or a maintenance company. Well, the time for you to pitch your local media is going to be in the spring, when grass is up and growing and it's green, and you're going to, they're going to want somebody on there that can tell you how to grow your grass green really fast and how to avoid weeds and what you should do to your trees on your property. And that's just an example. If
Another thing we're going to give you is we're going to give you an example of a pitch letter that we actually used when we were doing a seminar locally in Phoenix just a couple of years ago. And we pitched 2 different stories, and we weren't sure which one they were going to pick. But they liked them so much, they said, we want you on 2 weeks in a row, and we want you on the most viewed morning show on the weekend. And they gave us 2 spots, and we were able to not only give great information, but we pitched the conference.
And the MC, the second time we were there, he's like, are you guys going to be regulars on the show?
Oh my God, that is awesome.
You can get into how do you dress
Yes.
for a media appearance. You know, if you're doing radio, it doesn't matter. I have a face for radio, so I don't have to put makeup on, nothing. But if you go on TV, you need to know the kinds of things to wear. Otherwise, if you get on a national show, they're going to redress you. They have certain standards that you need to kind of know. And then the last segment is how to get them to ask you to come back. And I'll tell you this, when we had our second book come out, we had pitched the Today Show. Actually, Good Morning America and Today were bidding between the 2 of them to get us on. And Today offered us a better package. So they offered us three segments. We turned those 3 segments into 9 by coming back with ideas to pitch the producer. And after each segment, the senior producer would come down and say, okay, what other ideas do you have? We were ready.
Every 6 weeks, we were being flown to New York. I told the kids, don't put your suitcases away. Just leave them in your bedrooms. But it would take us like 2 hours to go through outfits to make sure we were coordinated. And when we did Dr. Phil, they had like their wardrobe person check us all out. And it was like, she made 0 changes.
But somebody else on the show, they had to redress.
Yes.
Wow, that is awesome. So you have a complete package for someone that is absolutely interested in saying, yes, I need to get my media game together. I want to know how to be in the public's eye. I need to know what to pitch, what to wear, how to build relationships. I love it.
And the way we made this kind of unique, we're not going to give you access to everything all at once because it really
it's
can be
overwhelming
and it takes time. It took me probably a month to put our press kit together to make it exactly the way it should be. So we'll give you 1 lesson a week for 6 weeks plus the bonus module. And that'll give you time in between to really kind of hone what you've got. There's worksheets, and we have a private Facebook group where you can get on and you can talk to us about what's going on, and we'll help you figure pitches out.
Well, and we've got a special deal. Since we just launched this e-course, there's a special deal where we're offering 1 hour of free coaching with every purchase of
the first 20 people.
For a limited amount of people. So it's a great deal.
You better jump on it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And coaching. That's another added bonus. It was bound to fall.
Let's see who that was.
Oh, stop.
That was Elizabeth Vargas from 2020.
From 2020.
Yeah, Elizabeth Vargas. She fell off the wall.
I love it. Well, guys, I am so happy to have had you on the show. But before we go, I have a very fun question that I ask all of my guests. Okay. No guests have ever had the same question before. So you ready?
We're ready. I don't know. Are we going to be okay with this? Let her.
It's unscripted. You may have to bleep us.
No. Go for it, Chase.
Okay. If you were on an island and could only bring 3 things between the 2 of you, what would you bring?
I'd bring Annette. Oh, that doesn't count.
No. Okay, on an island, and we could bring 3 things between the 2 of us?
Yeah, total.
Do we have Wi-Fi?
Total.
I would say tools. Tools has to be one of them. If we're going to survive on an island, we need tools. And I'm leaving it broad.
Yeah.
Okay, tools.
I'm gonna say fresh water.
We're on an island. Oh yeah, I guess that's kind of important, huh? And some food, probably some food to start.
I bring my phone.
Your phone is worthless.
Wouldn't you bring your phone?
Your phone is worthless on an island.
Okay, I'd bring 2 cans and some long string.
No, we need some starter food.
Food? Yeah. We got it. So
we figure out what we can eat.
Stouffer's lasagna.
We figure out what we can eat. You are so straight.
Probably need some coupons too. Or you maybe grocery store then.
No.
These are hard questions, These
I can tell you guys you're trying to bring multiple items on the island and you're only allowed 3. Okay.
I know. So. I'd bring a genie. Like get 3 wishes.
3 wishes.
Unlimited wishes. Could I bring a helicopter? Can I bring a helicopter?
It's your island.
I'd bring a helicopter.
They don't hold as much gas as a plane. We better go for a plane.
It may not be a long runway. She didn't see how big the island was.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are hilarious. Well, you are definitely winning in this free publicity and PR space. And I want to say how happy I am to have had you on the show. It was an honor and a pleasure.
Well, thank you. It was great being here.
We had so much fun with you.
Thank you. So what I need you to do is tell everyone how to get connected with you and how to stay connected.
Okay. Well, our website is moneysmartfamily.com. And we've got a contact form there. We have all kinds of wonderful tips for saving money everywhere. Our e-courses there on the publicity. We've got a blog. We have a money saving tips section.
So we also have a Facebook page. And the Facebook page, the banner right now, the button under the banner is where they can sign up for the free e-course.
And the Facebook page is America's Cheapest Family.
Right. Remember that. And
there goes another one.
See, this is a low budget show.
I'm dying. Okay, we are also on Pinterest.
This is Montel Williams. He didn't fall off.
I love him.
He didn't fall off.
You took him off the wall?
I took him off.
Okay, so we're also on Pinterest and we're on Twitter. Twitter is MoneySmartFam. Pinterest is Annette at MoneySmartFamily.
This is Dr. Phil.
Okay, awesome.
That's Dr. Phil.
All right.
It's Joe, our son over here. He got that fedora that he's wearing. He got that for I think $2 at a thrift store. Dr. Phil asked if we paid him to wear that hat.
Okay, and then our YouTube channel, if they search for Money Smart Family, they'll find us on YouTube.
Okay, awesome sauce. So I will definitely put all of that information down in the show notes and in the description on YouTube. And I want to thank you so much again for being a part of the Winning Brand podcast. It was super fun.
we had fun too.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, everyone. As we wrap for today, always remember, price is what you pay, value is what you get. Until next time, bye.